Welcome back to the show, everyone. We'll get started with one of the best games in all of Virginia. Abingdon hosting Union tonight. Falcons already up 7-0 in the first, knocking on the door once again. Union's defense shuts down the running lane, closing in on the edge. Bishop Cook has nowhere to go. Now in the second, and Bears facing fourth down. They turn to none other than the Z-Man, Xavier Lomax. Scampers to the outside, picking up enough for the first down. They would make it deep in the enemy territory, but this drive would stall, though. As the half went on, the Falcons started to break down. The Bears defense had plenty of space for former News Channel 11 Player of the Week, Malik Houndshell. The senior zips through the defense. PAT was no good. It was 13-0 Abingdon. The home team continued to work through the run game. This time Cook. Can you smell what the Rockets? Okay, finds paper. Abingdon 20-0.
Hey, let's get after it, baby. I'm down with
23-0. More importantly, they're the Mountain 7 as we go to the board. They're the Mountain 7 district champions, winning 23-0. Bluefield, West Virginia over at Ridgeview, 21-19. In Gate City tonight, Wise Central taking on the Blue Devils on senior night. After a couple of punts, Wise Central gets the running game going. Braden Church hands it off to Matthew Boggs, who gets up the middle for the 20-yard gain. Wise marching down the field. Church hands it off again, this time to Tyson Tester, who fights over the goal line for the score. It was 7-0. Next, Gate City possession. Carson Jenkins takes the direct snap, takes it for up 15 yards up the middle, and then very next play, Gate City takes it over the right side, but drops the ball, and Tester falls on it for Wise Central. That led to this Church handoff to Boggs again, who gets into the end zone. That made it 14-0 as we go to the board. I felt like I read like 5 minutes of highlights there.
It was a good game. It was a good game for Wise Central.
Wise Central won 28-0. It was Honecker over Northwood, 34-15. Jesse.
Thanks, Kenny. We're going to head to Damascus. Holston welcomed in what rural retreat, and the Indians were inside the Cavalier 10 on fourth down when the defense rose up and blocked the field goal attempt to keep that game scoreless. Now, once on offense, QB Bryson Sheets calls his own number around the left side and picks up the first down inside Indian territory. And just a few plays later, Holston would get on the board as Sheets drops back and unloads the ball deep to a wide open Noah Tweed. We saw him as the hit of the night, but this kid can get it done on the offensive side as well. He's just a freshman. He's getting it done. That'll make it 7-0 Cavaliers in the first. We're going to head to the board, and Holston's going to hold on. This was a close one, 21-14. And Twin Springs takes down Thomas Walker. I think they won the Cumberland. Yeah, I was going to say, I think they won the conference with that victory, so congrats to Twin Springs on that one. I think that's a long time coming. That was 16-12 over Thomas Walker. Now at Patrick Henry tonight, the Rebels hosted CHILHOWIE, and the score was tied at 7 in the third when Tiger QB DJ Martin keeps the ball, and he's going to pick up the first down right there. Yeah, he ain't going to go down without a fight right there. A couple of them, he held them off right there. And they take the lead with this 34-yard field goal by Daniel Hutton. That'll make it 10-7 CHILHOWIE early in the fourth. That's pretty impressive with how the weather was tonight. The Rebels would drive the ball into Tiger territory as Connor Beeson takes it down to the 1. He would have scored well if he wouldn't have stumbled, but we know how the field goal, or I should say the field conditions were tonight. Now the Rebels would take the lead as Wyatt Wright takes it in from there. Patrick Henry up 14-10 late in the fourth, but the Tigers would drive, wouldn't back down in this one. On fourth down, QB Martin's pass is picked off by the Rebels' Alex Brown to seal the game. Patrick Henry wins this one 14-10 over CHILHOWIE, so a hard-fought victory by Rural Retreat, and Hurley's going to come out on top about Montclair 48-22. Now that'll do it for our high school football coverage tonight, but if there's a score highlight or wrestling mention you did miss, well, log on to our website, WJHL.com, shortly after the show, and you'll see Kenny Hawkins' recap of what The Rock sounds like. But we're going to be back after the break to wrap up the day in sports, so stay with us.